My name is Charles Vokes. I am the Utilities Director for the City of Broken Arrow. And the presentation is going to talk about your water and your water bill. So once I get done with the presentation, if you have questions, or during the presentation, if you had questions, just let me know. So, City of Broken Arrow, we have approximately 40,000 water accounts. So we have 40,000 and they're Neptune and they're automated meters. They actually have a radio in them and they send a signal out, and we drive by with a computer and we pick up the readings. And we just completed installing those. This year we finished the last 10,000 of those meters. If a reading is out of range and we're driving by, we have that information on our computer and we will get an indication that the meter is not reading what we expect it to read. So if you normally use 2,000 gallons a month or something like that, and we get 10,000 or we get 0, then it will flag it. And then we will circle back and reread it and actually get out and look at the meter and read it if we need to. A lot of times, if it's out of range, it may be because you have a leak in your house that you don't know about. Sometimes there's slab leaks that are under the house. We've had people where they had a toilet like upstairs that they never used and it started running. So that helps us to help you know that you have a leak. The other thing we can do is, if you ever have a question about your bill, is we can run a graph. And so we drive by the meter, we pull out information for 90 days, and then we can see what the water use is. This is actually one of my employees, and this big bar in the middle, they actually had a leaking toilet. And so we're able to record that. So you can actually see what your water use is. Here's another one, and it just shows you the impact of having an automatic sprinkler system. Every one of those high bars is when that sprinkler system is kicking on and registering. So there is that impact, and I encourage you all to make sure that you set your automatic sprinkler systems to as efficiently as possible, because you can see they use a lot of water. Okay, so how do we do this? There are actually 4 billing cycles, and so we'll go out on, say, a Monday, and we'll read all those meters in that cycle. Because of the way the months go, the days of the week go, the number of days on the bill for that month are going to vary. So one month you may have 25 days, one month you might have more. Months with 5 weeks and holidays, you're obviously going to have more days of use. So your bill will vary because of that. And so I put this up here, and it just gives you an idea as to when we start the cycles and how many days are going to be billed. And it's just the way we are collecting, because we are currently having to go out and drive by the meters. Can water meters give false readings? Typically, our meters are very, very accurate. They almost never read high. Typically, they'll read low. And as meters get older, they will slow down and read even lower. When we go out and we buy new meters, we'll take and we'll test about 10% of those, where we actually put them on a bench and we'll run a certain volume of water just to double check and make sure that they're accurate. The other thing we do is, believe it or not, we change out the meter when they get to be 1 million gallons old. Okay, and you think, well, that's a lot of water use. How long does that take? So, you know, me being a data guy, I had to do the math. And so for a typical home, it takes like 9 to 10 years for you to run 1 million gallons through that meter. Once there's 1 million gallons of use of that, we'll take it and we'll rebuild it and retest it and reinstall a new meter. This year, we have a project that's been funded and we're working on where we're switching our drive-by system to a network system, where we'll put antennas out in the city, and then those meters will communicate with the antennas, which will go into a network so that we can see the readings at your house all the time. The other advantage is that you all, as customers, will be able to sign up and log on and actually see what's going on with your meter every day if that's what you want to do. So we're still a couple years from getting to that point, but that's the direction we're going. The other thing that will be nice is you can sign up either by text or email to where when you have a high use, like a leak or something like that, it will send you a text that day so that you'll know that you have a problem. Okay. The way the utility department works is there's a utility group, and we're the ones that run the water plants and take care of all the lines and make sure that the water, A, gets to your house and B, leaves when you're done with it. We also have a financial or billing group. Kurt Poole is a manager over that group, and lots of options that you can do. You can pay online. That's one of the services. Pay by phone, pay by direct mail. We have kiosks, we have a drop box. So there's all kinds of payment options. Once we go to AMI, that'll even be more automated to where the interaction between you and your account will be more automated. So that's really my presentation.